I'm at the car park for the St James walkway up on Lewis Pass. So I'm up at Lewis Pass today. I'm just going to have a look at the Lewis Pass tarn, and then I'm going to walk around the Lewis Pass nature walk, which is like a wee short 20-minute walk. Yeah, so we'll just head off. So I'm just at Lewis Pass at the moment, and I'm just walking around the Alpine Nature Walk. It's a short 800 metre long circuit that goes around a couple of tarns and a flat piece of ground at the top of Lewis Pass. You just basically park in the Lewis Park car park, and then you walk around the track, and it's a very attractive track. It's worth stopping here to have a bit of a look at it. So, information panel at the beginning of the St James walkway that just gives you some info about the tracks up here. That's the tarn at Lewis Pass. It's about thigh deep out in the middle there. Setting off along the beginning of the St James walkway to walk the Lewis Pass nature loop that just goes up on the hills off to the left of us there. Directly ahead of us is the St James walkway track. That's a 3 to 5 day track, 67 kilometres, and you basically travel over the mountains here, go down into a couple of river valleys, and then you follow river valleys all the way round to the Boardwalk River. The Alpine Nature Walk heads off to the left just up here in front of us, about another 20 metres up the track. So you just basically branch off the track here, and you go up and over the top of some little hills. And you've got views of all the surrounding mountains, and then you come back down the boardwalk past this place. There's a series of information panels up here as you go around. So you can see the track goes up and over these little hummocks. This is all moraine piles here from some ancient glacier from back in prehistoric times. So the forest you get up here is beached, and because you're basically at the highest point, we're around about 900 metres here. You're transitioning into like subalpine terrain, so that's why you've got all this turpentine grass around here. You've got all these tussocks, flaxes, and you've got like a whole lot of subalpine and alpine plant species around here. And then the trees you can see are mostly beech, but there's some other trees here. You see the odd podocarp everywhere, because this is like the transition between west coast podocarp forest and east coast beech forest, so you get a bit of an intermixing of the species here. That's the car park up on the top of Lewis Pass over there. The start and or finish of the St James walkway. And then you can just see down the valley there. Then you can see we're back in the beech forest. The type of beech trees around here are mostly silver beech or mountain beech trees. There's also some mountain totara here. And then off to the left you can see up the Maruia Valley, and that's the beginning of the Spencer Mountains over there with all the snow on top. And so the St James walkway goes up that valley and goes up around that corner, and then up into some big long flat river valleys over a pass up there, Ada Pass. And over here, that's heading in the direction of the west coast. So the Lewis Pass Highway goes up and over those hills and then down to Springs Junction. Just walking over some boardwalk up on the top of the nature walk. So you just head into some goblin forest, and then just up ahead of us you start looping back towards the tarn at the beginning of the trek. Information panel, basically it's explaining about how this beech forest has different species, and it's also talking about how you're on the line between West Coast podocarp forest and East Coast beech forest, and it basically explains that when you get to about this level, about 900 to 1,000 metres, it gets too cold and the beech trees can't grow anymore. And then that's when it turns into alpine or subalpine tree species. So we're looping back to the beginning of the trek again. You can see how there's beech trees on the left hand side of the track. On the right hand side of the track is where that subalpine area is. Yeah. So you're looking down over that subalpine area up on top of the hills there. All of these wee hummocks up here, they're all old moraine, and so there was a glacier up here that filled this valley 20,000 odd years ago, and it pushed all these rocks up to here, and then when the glacier retreated it just dumped all the rocks on the ground. So this is a good example here. This is a moraine wall in front of us. You can tell because of the type of soil it is, and it's got these big boulders in it that were being pushed down the valley in front of the glacier. Yeah. Also there's a sign over there that says moraine wall, so I know that this is moraine wall. So you can probably see on all the trees, they're all covered in lichen and they've got like wispy moss on them. This area up here is really wet, and it constantly has clouds going over it, so it actually encourages that kind of growth on the trees. Yeah, you don't normally get that moss on beech trees, only in these kind of high alpine saddles and up on top of passes. So you can see those trees there. You look at all the lichen and the moss and stuff growing on them. Yeah. We're heading back down to the place where the track fork is. It's probably about maybe 50 metres in front of us, and then we're just walking back past the tarn. Those mountains in the distance over there are the Libretto range. There's actually a track that'll take you right up on top, and you can walk right along the edge of that range if you want to. Yeah, it's quite a good 2 to 3 day tramp. There's a waterfall coming down the side of the hill over there, down off the top of the Libretto range. Back onto the boardwalk and walking back towards the tarn. So we're back at the track junction at the beginning and the end of the nature walk itself. We're just about back with the track junction with the St James walkway. Nearly back at the car park. Up at the eastern end of the tarn there's a toilet and a wee bus shelter where you can like sit out of the weather, because you know normally it's raining up here, so if you're walking off the St James walkway up here you might be waiting for a wee while. We'll just go have a look. So this is the Lewis Pass shelter. It's just at the eastern end of the Lewis Pass tarn, and so basically what it is it's just a shelter so people can stay out of the rain if it's raining when you walk off the end of the St James. So yeah, so you've got a covered seating area there. Off to the side of the hut here there's a water tank that you can take water out of, and it comes down off the gutters on the roof. And then over there there's a long drop toilet that you can use. That's the only toilet up here. So at the eastern end of the Lewis Pass tarn there's actually a viewpoint where you can like look out over the tarn and to the Spencer Mountains in the far distance. Looking to the Spencer Mountains from the top of Lewis Pass.